I'll kiss you. I'll wrap my legs around you.
My luscious hips. Tie back to our previous video.
Yes. Meredith has
So now
luscious
I'm a
hips.
friend. So do you.
They're as luscious as they were the day I met you.
Aw,
Mine are more luscious.
yours are more luscious.
They
I'm
are.
so happy.
What are we talking about?
We are talking about how it's not about the food. In a previous video was it's not about the weight. This is similar but not the same.
You know what's different about this video? You're not afraid to cover up your because before it was scripted from what people told you, and it's better now because you're feeling it.
Yes, this is true because now we actually believe it.
Since you went to school, we have been very careful on checking in about each other's meal plan.
And Alia sent me a message and was like, I don't want you to ask about my meal plan anymore.
I want you to stop caring about me, Mary.
Eating disorder, red flag. I don't want you to ask about my meal plan anymore because I'm not eating.
It was like, who's really talking here, Alia or the eating disorder?
And it was Alia. And she had a really good point.
By asking me a few times a day how my meal plan is going, we're making it about the food. And it's not really about the food. It isn't really saying how are you doing on your meal plan. What she really means is how are you feeling? But we're skipping all the how you're feeling and how are you doing
And going right to the meal plan.
right, because we assume if we're feeling crappy then we're not enthusiastic about meeting our meal plan.
Right. I'm not asking about you or your kids or your job or anything like that. I'm asking about your food. It's like the smallest part of who you are. Like it's not really even a part of who you are.
Right, I don't want it to define me. I want it to define our relationship.
Yes. Really, when we ask about the food, it's like 5 steps down the line. And the first step should be, how are you feeling?
Right, because if you ask me about my meal plan and I'm like, yeah, it's 1:30 and I haven't had lunch yet, the next question is going to be,
Why? What happened?
right, so why aren't we saying why, what happened first?
Yes. And then going from there.
Right, so it's backwards. Start at the top of how are you feeling, and I'm feeling, pick a word.
Horrible. Is that not a feeling word?
It is a feeling word, it's just so vague.
Okay, fine.
You have good feeling words.
I'm feeling discouraged.
About what?
School.
So how are you coping with it?
Putting off all my food until after 9 p.m.
Wow. Alright, so then if we were going to do it in reverse order, it would be how are you doing on your meal plan?
It's like, I'm going to wait until 9 to eat.
Why?
Because I'm just feeling really stressed about school.
What's the feeling about school?
Discouraged.
So how are you doing?
I'm not doing so well. Demonstrate again. I'm going to ask Alia. Alia, how are you feeling?
I wasn't prepared.
I know. Now you know how it feels. Alia, how are you doing?
I'm not doing well.
Why?
Because my friend is being a douchebag.
What's the feeling?
Hurt.
And what are you doing about it?
Trying on jeans.
Okay.
Because I have a muffin top.
But it's not really
It's
about
not about
that.
the muffin
It's
top.
not. It's about that her friend was being a douchebag.
I'm going to put all of that hurt into disgust about my muffin top. It's so much easier to hate that muffin top than it is to look at the hurt.
And that is the point of this video.
Because then if I look at the hurt, then I have some choices. I either have to sit with it, which feels like, do I get to swear?
No. My sisters watch this.
Oh, I have to sit with the hurt, which feels bad. Or I have to do something about the hurt, which could be scary. So this is my tangent.
Go ahead.
You can be symptom-free and a healthy weight and still be very disordered in the way you think and therefore still eating disordered. Point is all the thoughts and what you do about it, and the fact that you can be stressed about something and therefore weigh yourself, or you can be hurt about something and suddenly obsessing about your thighs.
Because it's still focusing on the food and the weight.
When it's not really about the food and the weight.
No.
What are your thighs really telling you, Meredith?
They're not telling me that they're fat. They're actually telling me that I'm afraid to go back to school. What is your stomach saying?
My stomach is saying that really I'm afraid of being alone.
You're not afraid of a muffin top?
No, so much.
No.
No, we should really talk about thighs and why they're supposed to touch.
No. Not in this video. I'll see if we can keep this PG.
But anybody who needs it to be PG is gonna have no idea what it means. Okay, so we were told that thighs need to touch so that there's cushion for the pushin'. And that thighs that don't touch are actually really scary. Feelings are a big deal.
Yes.
They're underrated. When you're fully engaged in an eating disorder, 110% of your attention is on that. don't have time to look at the stuff that's really bothering you, but you also don't have time to enjoy the stuff that is good. Well, now that you're better, do you think good feelings are overrated?
And bad feelings aren't all that bad.
They're kind of good.
They're kind of good.
Like, they hurt like... I can't say that either, can I?
I'll beep you out, don't worry.
You hurt like heck. They hurt like a...
I'm sorry! There's this old song. We're going on a bear hunt, and there's a swamp.
We're going on a bear hunt.
There she goes.
We're looking for a bear to a swamp.
Okay, she's gonna do it. This is good.
Can't go
Over it, can't go under it. You have to go through it. And that's how it is with emotions. I think that's probably good.
I think it's probably good too, but shouldn't we have a good goodbye?
We're just awesome, that's all. Okay, so now what?
I think you clicked the button.